Scene one. Take 25.
Action.
I first became interested in acting back when a girlfriend of mine was enticing me to join the Stagecrafters in the play called The Music Man. Like we do here after we're done with Toastmasters, we go across the street to the local pub to celebrate getting a part. I auditioned for a part and got a part, and I sat next to the seasoned actor over here. We'll call you Hal now. And Hal said to me, "Gee, Bob, first time you got a part, a minor part, but you got a part." And I said to him, "Hal, I begin this whole play. I have no minor part. Mine's a major part. If they like what I have to say, then I can listen to the rest of you suckers." He believed me that I was really upset. Good, I'm an actor. The second play I was involved in was I never sang for my father. At that time, they had to spray my hair gray. I guess I couldn't wash that out at all. I started Act 2, Scene 1 with the lead actor. I'm like this. What if he goofs up? He's a seasoned actor. I'm not. He goofed. Because of rehearsals, I got him back on track. I said, okay, I had enough for a while. I just worked behind the scenes for quite some time. In 1999, when I joined the group which I'm involved in, the Bloomfield Players, they had the play, The Wizard of Oz. My dog, being the proper dog, Karen Terror, and her name is Toto, was in that play. And in the playbill, the part of Toto is Toto, and Toto's mom is Dorothy. My wife's name is Dorothy. I was the stage parent for my dog. For quite some time, I was working behind the scenes, pushing scenery, painting, carpentry, what have you. And then last year, I had a brilliant idea of I want to get back on stage. I was in the play Anything Goes. Interesting. Everybody knows me as a therapist. I had a split personality. I played the part of a bartender, a minister, and a sailor. A friend of mine said, "Gee, Bob, you had a very unusual voice for the opening night." I said, "You're lame. I had laryngitis. Thank God it was microphone." It's interesting. The show must go on. I really enjoyed that show. We learned a lot of choreography and steps and acting. The next play I was in was Annie. Now, how many people know the difference between stage left and stage right here? Of course. Stage left is the actor's left, and stage right is the actor's right as you're facing the stage. In the play Annie, I came out from center stage to the audience and to my friend over here, Oliver and Annie. And I said my lines. Now, Oliver and Annie were ready to begin. The adoption procedure is very simple. He said, "Bob, no enthusiasm, not good. You're supposed to be happy that he's adopting Annie." Now, if Oliver and Annie were ready to begin, the adoption procedure is very simple. Very interesting. I learned a lot from the group. What do we do? What's involved in producing a play? I mentioned auditions. And in auditions, we have a photograph of ourselves we give to the audition staff with our bio. And then we rehearse. We go into rehearsals once we get a part. Auditions, rehearsals. 2 parts of producing a play. I mentioned earlier, what else do we need to make the play or the movie good? If you don't have any sound, you can't hear me. You have a sound engineer to help getting the voice across. You have a large auditorium. Without having a good sound engineer, it's terrible. What do we do first? The sound engineer gives us all microphone numbers. I'm microphone number 5. Okay, Bob, let me hear your lines. Now, Oliver and Annie, we're ready to begin. Okay, sing. Tomorrow, tomorrow. Good. Next. This is right before we play, before the play goes on, during dress rehearsals. Good. You know the lines. You can hear me. What's missing? Well, I'm back here, unless there's lights. Unless you have a lighting person, you don't know a darn thing where they're at. Some lights are spotlights, some are overall lights, floodlights. You have this beautiful floodlight on me. Can you see me? Men, if you want to be in a play, I got news for you. Wear makeup. You put on a base, eyeshadows, what have you. Men even wear lipstick in plays. Women enjoy putting on your makeup. I can't stand that part of the play. I can't wait to get that stuff off me. I don't know, you get in your clothes too, I guess. That's my least favorite part of being in a play. Good. Is this old Calcutta? Am I going to be nude? There's a thing called costumes. You need to have a costume. Whatever costume, you have a costuming person to help you with that, with your particular part. And for women, most likely you have hairstylists. All these are different parts of producing a play. You have a director to help make the scene properly, your sound engineer, your lighting engineer, choreographer, whatever dance you want to do, whatever dance they want you to do. And you have a producer who orchestrates the whole aspect of the play. I'm the new producer of our next play coming this March called Oliver. I will be the executive producer of that. Anybody wants to try out? I'll talk to you later. I mentioned about the fact that part of producing a movie. How many people have been wanting to be in a movie here? Anybody want to be in a movie? How many people here have been in a movie? I have. I was back in June in a movie. There's a local movie called Have a Little Faith with Mitch Albom. It was filmed recently back in June. I was an extra. What's the definition of an extra? Guys, the definition of an extra is called a husband. You have a non-speaking part. Interesting. You get paid a whopping $8 an hour and $12 overtime. For 2 days of shooting, I don't know what you do with $200. Our last scene that we had, it was Mitch Albom was talking about his rabbi from New Jersey wanted him to do the eulogy for him. This whole play is about how this occurred. In the second scene that I was involved in was a mock scene of the funeral of this rabbi. I'm in the lineup as part of the mourners, crying, and we had to be at the cemetery at 11:30 in the morning. They did not really start filming until about 8:30 at night. We're there standing from 8:30 to 10 o'clock at night. Long hours. If you're pregnant, forget it, won't be able to do it. And I saw this camera, a big boom going up and aiming towards the clergy, giving the ceremony. And I saw this camera starting to aim towards me. I think, my God, sage of War of the Worlds. Is that camera going to zap me or not? So as the camera comes towards me, I go look, all upset. It was interesting. I met a lot of interesting people like we meet here at Toastmasters. I really enjoyed being in this play, and I'm very much involved in our next play, Oliver. Now, I'd like to have everybody do this one very brief. I'm going to make you all part of this play. Oh boy. Of this play. Number 17? Yeah, can we pass those out? You're all going to be we're going to be in a pub on this next play called Oop-Pa-Pa is the song from Oliver. We have you all who can stand up. This is your lines here. These are your lines. And pretend you have a stein of beer or some wine in your hand. We're at Dick O'Dowd's enjoying ourselves.
Come on, Billy. Easy for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, brethren and sinners all, I call upon our goddess of the virtues to give us a well-known rendition of the old school song, Oop-Pa-Pa. I'm going to be a director right now, so enjoy yourself. Nancy sings.
I'm throwing my voice.
Another Stein!
Oh papa, that's how it goes. Oh papa, everyone knows.
When I'm a kid, oh when I'm a child, it's just like oh papa. She was from the country, but now she's on the country. She laid up and I played night and later. Oh, the good story is she's made. I bet the lawyer is glad to pick the boy named that's how it is.
Oh papa, that's how it goes. Oh papa, everyone knows.
She's no longer the same as she wrote.
When they hear oh papa, that's how it goes. Oh papa, everyone knows.
Here we go, I shall say, waters that pass the
They say oh papa, that's how it goes. Oh papa, everyone knows. There's no hope when they sing oh. Thank you. Mary Ann, everybody. You can see with this little bit, it doesn't take much to really act. You can act like a hack. It doesn't take much to act, but it can be a lot of fun being in the chorus or being in the play. I really enjoy this, and I really entice you all to try out for our next play. The rehearsals are auditions are December 5th and 6th. Yeah.